The biggest challenge and the biggest setback the EFF has ever faced in its political career was when it was speaking about integrating the border system to the point whereby you allow free market, free movement of goods, free movement of skills, free movement of labor without any type of overly restrictive things when you travel to other African countries, the open border policy, so many people call it. It seems like the new administration of Botswana agrees with the open border policy of the EFF. Of course, I'm not making this up. You are going to listen to him and you are going to tell me, based on what you heard from his own mouth, is he not talking about what the EFF is talking about? But of course, I'm going to give you an opportunity to listen. Listen to this.
People from Zimbabwe, people from Namibia coming in. One of the challenges on the African continent, we must admit, is the difficulties in free movement of goods and services. Services here we mean even skills. Services we mean people who come visit our country. A person from France carrying a French passport enters this country easy and goes. A person from some of these African countries, some of them have a lot of money. They want to come here. We have visas. It's a mess because we have the colonial hangover of being overly suspicious of other black people. So we need to grow out of this colonial hangover. If we give a person carrying an American passport, we give a person carrying a French or European passport free access, easy access. Let's give access. It is not unregulated, it is regulated. You come in.
I'm Julius, Mr. Duma Boko. So of course he's not saying people must come here illegally. He's talking about it's gonna be regulated. And he gave a very powerful analogy. Making an example with why is it when Americans, when people with passports from Europe, passports from outside of Africa, people of Puma, like outside of Africa, why is it they are allowed to come easy into our countries, to come and invest, to come and work? It's like there's no hurdles for them. It's even cheaper for them to come. They're tourists, they're here to do tourism. But when it's black people, because of the preconceived notion of the colonial master, how he used to thinking of black people as criminals, and we see that perspective reinforced in South Africa today, where we are forced and we are being told, forcefully so, by the media, by these new upcomers politicians, that everything wrong in our country is foreigners, crime is foreigners. Is it true? Is it true that the biggest crime rate in the whole of Africa comes from South Africa, and South Africa's crime is committed by foreigners? How true is that? Is that true? I fail to be. I'm not saying they don't commit crime, they do, but I fail to believe that. And I think that is reinforced by outside forces funding these narratives through the media, through these puppet politicians, to push these things to the people and infect people with these evil thoughts. Deal with crime is fine, whether it's a South African or foreigner is fine. But I believe these things come from colonial masters pushing these things to create division and hatred and xenophobia, Afrophobia. But what if we allowed an integrated system? King said so, talks about this properly, he articulates this properly. One of the best to ever do it, King said so. He speaks about an integrated African system is whereby it's just one system and all African countries subscribe to it. Everyone's names are there, documented there. Yes, you are still a South African, but you are in that system. You are like how they do it in Europe. You can travel in different locations, but it won't be hard for you to travel. It's still Europe, but there's still individual countries. There's still Romania, there's still Italy, there's still Spain, but it's Europe. They have an integrated system, their border systems are integrated. You can't run away from it, but they still maintain their individual positions when it comes to regulations, when it comes to policies, when it comes to law. But it's not that hard to travel. That's what we're talking about. Travel of skills. This man is talking about travel of skills. Free pass of doing business. Easy for you to go from Botswana to South Africa and deliver something and do a business, do a podcast and chill. Doesn't have to be hard. And then, but that's why there's illegal immigration in South Africa, because we have so much laws that don't benefit people coming to our country to benefit the economy. That's why there's illegal immigration, because most illegal immigration is people, foreigners, African brothers, immigrants who are here in our country. Some have the permit, but their permits are not up to date. They didn't pay whatever money Home Affairs wants for them to keep on extending their permit. So they are making it hard for these people to even live here, because you have to pay Zinimales to Home Affairs to renew your permit, your work visas, your work permit. So how about that is made easy, free? Of course you're going to be stamped. Of course your blood samples are going to be taken. Of course your identity is going to be taken, your pictures, your fingerprint is going to be taken. But we allow you into the country for free. Based on the story you tell us, what are you here to do? Or you are here to visit tourism, okay. You are here to start a business, okay. Break the law, you're going to face the music. You must know that. We have your system, we have everything in the system. We have you, we know you. It's going to be, that's what it's talking about. By the end of the clip, we spoke about it's going to be regulated. It's not going to be chaos. We also have to regulate. It's not like open borders come and then it's going to be chaos. No, it's going to be regulated. And it's going to eradicate crime. It's going to eradicate illegal immigration. Because people are going to know, it's not that hard to go to South Africa. I can go and enter the border. It's going to be a free pass. And they're going to know me, identify me. Now, things are very hard for people to come here. And there's no borders. That's why there's high immigration. So I support what this man is talking about. And I believe what he's saying. It's just the same thing as the EFF, what they've always talking about. It's just that South Africa, we're a little bit behind with our thinking, with our approach to life. Botswana seems to be ahead of us. They've taken their minerals. Now they are implementing this thing of Africans uniting. So there's still more they're gonna do, And you can only wish the best for these people of Botswana and the people of Africa supporting Botswana. I support Botswana. Botswana, I believe, is a wonderful country that has a wonderful leader. Imagine wonderful leader who's energetic and very smart. This guy is a lawyer, he's a human rights lawyer. So he has what it takes. He knows psychology, he knows human behavior. You can't get away with fooling this man. But it is what it is. Thank you very much.